We saw injuries, we saw sickness, we saw COVID.
Good angle on the mark.
Another collision!
So angry right now.
Sport is high risk, it's high impact. Collisions happen.
There was some serious reckless driving going on.
Capsize for Great Britain in the finale as Australia sails away.
Look at the speed, 98 kilometres an hour.
Absolutely unbelievable.
This is becoming like auto racing.
If you're not feeling nerves, you're not human.
Really feels like you're driving a monster that can bite you back.
Equal boats, equal playing field.
Look at the speed!
It's been a question for a long time, who's the best sailor in the world?
Well, we're about to find out.
You're going to be here, and then we're just going to skip to the other side. You take the lead, and you're going to be facing him a little bit closer in, gents. Go.
Look in the eye.
The American, Jimmy, just over here.
Trust you behind me.
Boy, stop backing up.
Too many white t-shirts on his side.
Phil Robertson from the Canada team. Third season in SailGP, third time with a different team. You know, it's great. We've got another new team in Canada, and you know, we know you guys have got real quality and added value to offer. So third season in SailGP.
Really dragging this one out.
I know, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Phil, he's well practiced at training new teams now. This is season 3 and this is his third team.
Get ready for fireworks, mate.
We want to inspire the next generation of Canadian sailors, and that's why we carry the tag, wherever it is, we can inspire.
I think we're all excited to see her fly for the first time.
Not bad, eh?
Stevie, at last we can see the new fleet for season 3. 2 new teams, Canada and Switzerland, and all the usual suspects. There's no doubt they're all going to fight really hard to become the champions at the end of the year.
Tom Slingsby, the undisputed champ of SailGP. He's already won 2 practice races. I thought after winning season 2 he would have perhaps run out of motivation. But what I'm seeing is that the whole Australia SailGP team is ready to kill.
Yeah, everything's good for me at the moment. Career's going well, sailing well, personal life's great, got a great girlfriend.
Yeah, Tom Slingsby definitely has the fastest car. He's got the best team in the league, and right now he's the king, and everyone wants to knock the king off his perch.
And Great Britain's SailGP team is about to cross the finishing line. They've had a bit of a tricky day, but never discount Ben Ainslie. He's considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
This season, if I was Tom Slingsby, I'd be looking at Great Britain's SailGP team as my biggest threat.
I would love to see Ben Ainslie a long way behind us.
I don't like losing to them, I don't like losing to anybody.
And race 1 on practice goes to the pitbull, Jimmy Spittle.
USA's SailGP team was one of the finalists last year, fighting it out in the $1 million race. I think that Jimmy has all the tools in the box to be a massive contender again in season 3.
Yes, my only concern is USA make a lot of changes. It's going to come down to how well Jimmy can manage this whole squad.
Jimmy is one of the best skippers in the world, but he's constantly complaining that the Aussies have a better crew than him.
I mean, the Aussie team's had more time together than anyone else. I mean, it's not even close.
I'd time to invest in a newer watch. That thing looks like it's from the 80s. I think we've got to put one. Yeah.
And a second race won by New Zealand's SailGP team. Are they finally going to live up to expectations?
Yes, Stevie, Burling and Took are the hottest property in sailing, but in SailGP, with equal boats, they've still got to prove their worth. And what we're seeing in practice is really promising.
I think it was a huge learning curve for all of us. This season we've had a really hard look at all the areas we want to improve, and we know if we do that, we'll be at the right end of the fleet.
What about Phil Robertson? He was the driver of the Spanish team last year and then left them under a black cloud. He's now leading the Canadian team. He's put together a great crew, but only him and wing trimmer Chris Draper have ever sailed this highly technical F50 before. The rest of the crew, they've never stepped foot on one of these boats.
George's going to take a welding get, do a bit of welding with their new goggles on.
Cannot see a thing.
Trying to learn as much as I can. I already forget. My brain is fried. Just some long days on the water the past few days. We're all trying to figure out how to find that balance with our tempo, as we call it.
Hey Phil, it's Fred and Chantal. We've just landed here in Bermuda.
G'day, Fred.
Hey Phil.
Welcome to Bermuda, mate. It's
Fred's an entrepreneur that's made a lot of great business out of sort of disrupting how things are done, and we're a team that's come in to try and do things slightly differently and, yeah, disrupt SailGP as well.
yeah, it's going okay, but mate, we've got heaps
To learn still, so hopefully some good conditions coming in the next few days.
Well, Phil, our decision to buy the team was, you know what I do in my business, right? We're here to disrupt financial services, and I think the F50 and SailGP is really disrupting the traditional sailing business. And, I really think that, having you on the team as easily one of the most challenging disruptive sailors, I think we can put together a team to take us to the top, Phil.
We're gonna see this for the first time. Ah, look at that! It's the beaver dam.
There he is!
Look what you created.
Good to see you.
Hello. Cool, eh?
This is spectacular.
Wow, look at it, eh? Woo!
Just want to welcome our crazy owner and his wife, Fred and Chantal. This is their vision and their inspiration and the reason why we're here, and we're absolutely honoured to be representing Canada in this team and representing you guys out on the water. So thank you very much. And Fred, it's all about living, If we're having fun, we're enjoying it, we're going to be performing, and that's Fred's ethos, and we're sticking to it.
Hey, you hit the nail on the head of the philosophy of Fred. So, yes, I had a triple bypass on my 43rd birthday. I suffered a stroke the year after, which is why I'm deaf in my right ear. And then the year before last, I was a cancer survivor of an aggressive stage 4 prostate cancer. And now we're all cancer clear, living the dream.
To see that emotion, that raw emotion, and it says a lot about his character. He is who he is, and he lives it.
Welcome to day one of season 3. This year our weekend format remains intact. 5 races to qualify for the big final.
This is a groundbreaking moment for sailing in Canada. I want everybody to share our enthusiasm, and no matter how the day goes, we are so proud to be on the water with the best sailors in the world, because Canada, we will become the best.
If you watch the TV coverage, the Canadian flag outnumbers the others, 90%.
Race yachts, this is the race committee. Race 2 is about to start.
The first race of the day was amazing for Canada SailGP Team. They finished second with a great performance, and now they're fighting it off again with Ben Ainsley for the perfect start.
Okay, love, this is race number 2 now.
It's the start of race 2, and it's Great Britain and Canada fighting it out hard. Look at the top of the screen. It's Ben Ainsley, it's Phil Robertson, and they're fighting to get to Mark 1 first.
Yes! Beautiful!
Mark 1 and Great Britain's SailGP Team has got a nice little gap ahead of the second place Canada SailGP Team.
Oh my, it looks like Peter Burling has just dropped off the foils. A big mistake from the Kiwis.
That seems to be a bit of a theme for us over the last couple of events. We could build up and then a bit of a tricky first day.
Remember, we are in race 2 of the first day of competition. Only the teams who finish at the top of the leaderboard after 5 races will make it to tomorrow's final. And for Canada SailGP Team, a top result in this race will really pave the way to them taking part in that final. Right now, the Canadians are in second. Ben Ainsley is sailing away with this race and is a long way ahead. The Canadians really have to come up with something.
Is this lay line on boundary, Georgia?
No, on boundary.
We'll go to boundary. Turning.
Georgia Lewin there, tactician on the back. Phil Robertson in training's been calling her Speedy G. 49er FX European bronze medalist, but she's a Canadian and she's really doing a good job tactically.
Phil did the right thing by going that way. Look how much faster he's going. Look.
Better pressure on the left. I don't think we're going to get into the British, but maybe.
They knew we could attack them a bit by making them jibe early on the lay line, and we managed to do that. The breeze shifted a little, which helped us again, and we came into that bottom mark a lot faster than them.
Big game from the Canadian crew. It was a bad choice by the British crew. Look, they're back in here, only 50 metres apart. Freddie, it looks like Georgia's strategy for the Canada SailGP team is really paying off. Robertson's pounce tight as we come downwind. He's off the foils on the British boat. This is an opportunity for Canada.
Attaboy!
Going around the outside of him. Come on, mate. Up you go.
Can he go round the outside, stay on the foils? This could be a big moment for this fledgling Canadian crew. Ace, he's got to keep clear. He's got to keep clear. You hear? Got to keep clear.
Yeah, they loved us. I guess from our side, we were frustrated because the luff was a long, long luff and the fleet was catching us up.
Chris Draper absolutely screaming at Phil Robertson to press.
The only reason why I had to raise my voice then was because my comms unit wasn't on, but you know, it was a really good day of communication for the team.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
And Phil Robertson and the Canadians are on their way to picking up their very first win.
And here it is, Canada SailGP team crosses the finish line first. Wow, what a performance. I don't think a new team has ever achieved that on day one of racing in SailGP. What a performance by this team.
That's crazy.
Fairy tale, it's amazing.
It's absolute fairy tale.
We'll throw you in the water afterwards.
Thanks.
George is a extremely great talent, I would say, in the sailing world, and fits in so well with the team, so she's a huge asset for us.
So good. Oh my gosh, it was so fun out there. Couldn't have asked for a better day.
And take a look at the event leaderboard at the end of day one. They came here saying they wanted to upset the pecking order. I couldn't really believe it, but here they are, Canada SailGP team in first position, and they're almost qualified for tomorrow's final.
And look at Australia's SailGP team. Having had so many troubles at the start of some of the races, they've managed to climb their way up to third. Two teams that won't be sleeping easy tonight are the Americans and the Kiwis.
I thought we were sailing well. I mean, every race we had a chance to really finish in the top half, so...
I got to interview Jimmy in the mix zone, and I was asking him, like, are you disappointed? And he's like, no, I'm not disappointed. But I don't understand how you couldn't be disappointed with a day like that.